Welcome back, Peace of Your Mind family. And you
Yep.
guys know how we like to kick it off, man. In order to take accountability for what has passed and what will be, there's no time like presently. So, for all of those with mouths and ears, can we have a moment of your time? We trying to gain some perspective. Can we have a piece of your mind? Hey, and we're back, man.
Hey,
Welcome back, family. Welcome back, Hector.
what
Glad
up?
to
What
see you,
up?
bro.
Oh yeah, you too, man.
Yeah, I know it's been a busy week, man. I know it's been a busy week over there, Coach Rivera, man.
It's been that, bro.
Yeah, yeah. So how's the coaching going, man? I know you said you were last time we were here. You said you was on your last game.
Yep. Yeah, actually, last game complete, done. Season's done. My kids took the win.
For the last
Um,
time.
for the last time. Yep.
Okay, okay.
And it was cool, man. It was a very heartfelt kind of thing. Unfortunately, 2 weeks in a row, the other coach didn't show up. So no call, no show kind of thing. I hope he's okay and everything. Hope his family's okay.
Yeah, yeah, man.
But had the kids and had the parents asking me like, what's going on, and I don't know. I can't tell you because I have no idea. So I had to run another practice again this week, with the other team being with my team, and just kind of keeping all the kids included, keeping them all feeling good, keeping them active and sharp.
Man, that's an experience in itself, bro.
Yeah, it really is, man. It's different because you get 10 kids and you're like, okay, what do I do with these 10 kids? But now I got 20 kids. What do I do with these 20 kids? Like, how do I
Yeah,
set it up so that they all have turns, they all know what to do, and it's not chaos? You know what I'm saying? So that's an experience, man. So that big shout out to like any kind of educators and teachers that have to wrangle that many kids, man. That's not an easy thing to do. So I respect
yeah.
it for
You
sure.
did that shit, Hector.
Yeah. So it was cool, man. The last game was dope. We it was a cool game. It was like 5-2, the final score. Kids felt good on both sides. And I got to see a lot of growth, man, from the very first week to the final week, man. I can't tell you the amount of progress I've seen is just incredible with every child, not just one, not the whole team. I've watched confidence build up incredible amounts. I've
Yeah,
watched leadership build up. I've watched camaraderie and teamwork. I've seen so many different attributes blossom over the last 7 weeks, man. And it was so cool, bro. Like, let me tell you, there ain't no experience like, watching your own children grow and become something that you've been trying to mold in a way to shape them up to be good people, to be proud of themselves. And I had that experience with 10 kids over 7 weeks. And like, I've gotten to witness that. I've gotten to see them grow. And I got to see how comfortable they are with being themselves, how comfortable they are with being around other kids, how comfortable they were talking and opening up to me and asking questions, man. And for youngins that at that age, man, I feel like that's a cool thing to be able to deliver to them. I feel
yeah.
like it's like it's magic, bro. It's magic because these little people are gonna become big people one day.
Yeah.
And whether I see them later on in their life or not ever again, I'm always gonna cherish this memory. I'm always gonna
Yo,
remember.
you know what's crazy, bro? When you're a kid,
Mm,
like all experiences to you are new.
mm,
So it's really important to like put your kids in like new places. Like there's some things that just like when I think of my childhood, when I think about this one time I went to the islands and stayed the summer there, bro.
mm,
That experience alone was like life changing for me, like internally, bro. Like I just, I got to experience the fast paced life of Connecticut, which people from New York will tell you this is slow. Okay, it's down.
yeah.
They will tell you this is country as fuck out here in Connecticut,
You
but it's not. Yeah,
might hear that.
yeah. But I got to go experience the island, bro, where it's a lot. Living is a lot, more simple. You know what I mean? They
Mm,
still, you know, they get their fruits right off the land, man. And you know what I mean? They climb the tree for it,
right.
and I got to live around that for a summer, and that was life changing for me. So you never know. You being a coach to them for 7 weeks, bro. That 7 weeks probably could have altered the way they view competition, bro. Maybe they're gonna be
Mm.
friendly with all their competition. I'm gonna spank your ass and I'm gonna take your name after, all right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying? You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I think it's a beautiful thing. I want to know what I do want to know though is about your experience, bro. How you felt going in, how you feel coming out. Like you
Oh
know what I mean?
man.
Where was your confidence level? Where was like what did you what was your expectations
Mhm.
for coaching and what was it like what was the real life? Let me ask one question at a time. What was your expectations before going in and how did it match up with what you imagined?
So expectations going in, man. You know, I my brain for whatever reason likes to consider the worst case scenario. So
Yeah.
having parents that are crazy and just rude and mean and short, you know, just to like, you know, for their sense of patience and all. I was thinking, oh, I might run into that. All right, how do I handle that? What do I do? How do I prepare myself for that? And truth be told, I didn't run into that at all, at all.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, as far as the expectation went there, you know, I had it high because I'm thinking, oh, I gotta be ready. But then, no, man, every parent was so excited to have just, you know, their children just participate in something
Yeah.
and not have to sit on the bench. They got playtime. I made sure of that, you know what I mean? That was my mission going in, was to make sure every kid got to play. Every kid got to experience the thrill of, you know, going for the goal or blocking the goal, to face kickoff and all this different, you know, all these different things. Like I made sure every kid got that experience. Um, so I kind of set the bar to a point where I felt like, you know, it's a simple standard. You know, everybody's just going to be feeling good at the end of this, and I feel like I was able to supersede that
So
incredibly.
wait, so you pretty much had like I would say you kind of had control of like I don't know how everything you kind of had like some kind of operational control in there then like as a coach
Absolutely.
you had some say so like
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh
was
yeah. I
that
mean,
your expectation at all?
so yes and no, because honestly, coming in as a volunteer, I thought, you know, there was a game plan and I just had to stick to the game plan kind of thing.
Yeah,
But it was mostly there as a slight suggestion, not necessarily the rule book. So you know, yeah, they granted the league did provide me with, you know, hey, you know, you could try this, you could try that, you could do this, you could do that. Here's some resources. You know, they were pretty consistent with providing me those resources every week. Um, and you know, me as a coach, you know, I figured, you know, this is me volunteering, but this is a job. You know, people are relying on me to make sure that they can contact me for different pieces of information, that I can give them different feedbacks for, you know, different things about their kids if they had any questions.
yeah,
I could answer questions about, you know, certain questions about the league and playtime and all that little, you know, just very simple things. But the league made sure that I was equipped with it, but not necessarily to go and do as they say. It was just, hey, you know, here's some resources. Do what you need to do to feel successful.
that's
So,
actually kind of dope though, bro. That like
it is.
it really that to me that's like that freedom that you got to be a coach is it's like the part of being a coach. You have to come up with your
Mhm.
own strategies. You have to come up with your own game plan. It's like you got to create the camaraderie. You got to create the
Yep.
atmosphere for them. You got to create you know the strategy for when you go out on the field. So
Ex-
that's some tough ass. That's some really good ass experience you picked up there, bro.
Yeah, it was. And let me tell you, man, the first week, you know, I went by the book. I saw what I was like, all right, let me just make sure, you know, I know that when I come into this, I can feel comfortable knowing that I don't have to worry too much about what I'm going to have the kids work on or how I'm going to have them practice. So like the first week, the very first week, everything was by their rule book just to make sure, you know, I knew how I could intervene with my style. And week 2 and on, bro, it was completely me. I freestyled it as much as I could because, you know, like one of my biggest things, man, and this is the part that I'm most proud of, man. Every week I made sure I focused on teamwork. That was the big thing. You know, this is a team sport. We are going to be teammates. That's that. So, you know, I ran so many drills where I had the kids, you know, pass the ball. Well, who are you passing to? What's that kid's name? Oh, you don't know their name? Ask them. Ask them what their name is. And I would make sure that they learned who was on their team. So, oh, you know, hey, they're over there. Oh, hey, they're over there. I know both of those kids. I feel safe because I've got my buddies next to me. And we're gonna get, you know, we're gonna work together to make this happen, kind of thing. So whenever the kids would pass the ball to each other, you know, they would ask for that kid to pass to them, or they would say, "Hey, I'm passing to you," boom, and they'd kick it off to them. I got to see that happen a lot in the last couple of weeks, man. But on top of that, kids would come to the field. They'd get there early and they say, "Hey, coach, where's so and so? Oh, so and so's not here yet, but I bet you they're coming soon." And as soon as so and so would get on the field, this kid would be so happy and run up to him and high five, and they'd walk back together like these little buddies, man. So I made
Yeah,
sure that
yeah.
teamwork, was alive and well, man. And I
Hey,
really,
can I ask another question, man?
yeah, yeah.
Are you looking forward to doing this again, man, or what you planning on doing moving forward?
So I'm considering it for sure to see what I can do, because I did find out that I don't have to necessarily volunteer for a team where I have a family member or something, or someone part of my household on the team.
Yeah.
I can just volunteer my time and just go for it. So I'm considering that. I really
Okay.
am thinking about it. I'm probably gonna have to take this next season off just because my son's getting ready to go into a sport. I'm getting ready to
Yeah.
put him in volleyball. He starts in 2 weeks. But I'm not coaching that one. I kind of said, listen, man, at this age, I'd rather them have someone that can give them proper instruction, someone that,
Yeah.
knows the technicalities behind why you set this way or why you serve that way, kind of thing. I don't know those ins and outs. I know how to hit the ball. I know how to keep up with the ball. I could do that. I'm pretty athletic when it comes to just getting in there and getting in the mix. But as far as the technicals, I figured, no, I'm gonna just sit from the sidelines this time, cheer my son on, watch him. And then, the following season, shit, maybe I'll get in there. Maybe I'll do a volleyball, maybe I'll do another soccer.
Yeah. Exciting
Maybe
thing,
I'll do
man.
some flag football. Yeah, it's something,
Exciting
but
thing.
I definitely want to
We gonna
do
grow towards you starting your own league, man, and whatever
it.
you decide to start it there,
Oh man, bro, that'd be so dope, bro,
flag
for real.
football.
I would love that. I would absolutely love that. But yeah, man, it's an experience, man. So yeah, my standard was not high only because I didn't want to set myself up for failure. But I did have some expectations in terms of things that I wanted to make sure I got out to these kids, and I feel like I've been able to do that, and not only on my own accord, but just hearing the parents, hearing it from the kids themselves, hearing their confidence, knowing that they are aware, they can count and see, okay, yeah, that person just scored a goal. So now we're up 4-2, like just watching them pay attention and be really focused and in the game, even if they're off on the sideline, they're still watching. My nephew, he's playing, and one of the kids on the other team scored a goal, and I heard him clap for him, and he was like, "Nice, that was cool." And then he said, "But we're good. Our team's we're gonna be good for it." And dude, I was so proud of him. Like I didn't even acknowledge it, but man, I looked over that. I was like, man, look at that. Like on the sideline, wants to play, but he's still cheering on his team and the other team at the same time. Like, dog, that's incredible, bro. Like,
Yeah,
you know what I mean? That's growth, man. And that's what I feel like that is the thing that I wanted to make sure every child has, so that when they become adults, they can teach their children that. You know what I'm saying? And then let that
man.
just be the thing, bro. For real.
Word, bro.
Yep.
I think you're doing well, man. Keep it up, man. Maybe you might run into the same kid, man, next year, man.
That'd be cool, man. I have
Yeah,
a feeling I might run into some of them because I signed my son up to the same league. So I know a lot of these kids have older siblings. They might be playing in volleyball,
yeah,
which would be cool, man. So I might be able to run into the parents of the kids and stuff. And so yeah, I'm kind of excited for it for sure.
yeah, man. I
But
like how you keep them busy, man.
yeah, trying, man, trying for real. But yeah, you're right, man. This week has been incredible, man, with the soccer thing. Um, some ups and downs. Yeah, I had my brother in town for this past week, my brother and his lady.
Yeah, yeah,
Um, crazy busy but fun, man. I haven't had my brother out here in years. It's the first time that we've been able to hang out as adults, just us. You know what I'm saying? No one else, no
yeah,
mom and dad around, just us. He's in my crib. We're out of town. We're using the car. We're doing this. We're doing that. Like it was a lot of fun, man, having my brother up here, man. I miss
yeah.
him already. You know what
Shout
I
out
mean?
Quentin, man. What's good, bro?
Oh yeah. So it was a fun experience, man. It was, we got to open our hearts a little bit. We got to open our minds a little bit. Give some advice, take some advice, kind of thing, and just get to really explore. Get to, remember each other. That connection that he and I had from our childhood. Um, and then just get to see him, in a different light. Like, this is a grown ass man, this is a man, living and learning, and he got to see me doing that too, and got to see what I've, been able to go ahead and acquire for myself, with my partner. So that's
Yeah,
kind of cool, man, to just show him, like, bro, you work hard, man. You can have good things, man. So
yeah,
that
man.
was dope. It was really cool
Yeah,
having
man.
him out
I'm
here.
glad to hear that, bro. I'm glad he made it out there, man.
Me too, man. Me too. So yeah, it was an
My
experience, man. It
turn
was a
next,
great
man.
ass week. Yeah, bro. You've been having a month, Frank. You've not been having just a week, bro. You've been having a month, man.
Yeah. I've been having a wow. It's been a roller coaster month, man. It's
Mm,
definitely been a roller coaster month. But let's start with some highs, man. Let's start
yeah,
with some highs. Let's start with rolling out our two newest members. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Hey guys, man, PC of Mind, the PC of Mind podcast has grown a little bigger by two. You know
Hmm.
what I mean? We have two more people that that decided to join us in our endeavors to grow, which is very exciting because that's what we want. We want to collaborate with other people and stuff. But these
Yep.
people happen to be close to us, man, and they're very involved with what we do. They listen to our show. One of them's been on our show. That's Kate
Hmm.
Lane.
Oh
Welcome,
yeah.
Kate Lane. We're happy to have you.
Yes.
And then the other one is Joe. That's my boy Joe, man. We've been slacking. We haven't put the intro and the outro yet, but Joe about to fix that all up.
Yeah.
He's joining the crew. He about to fix that all up, man. He's gonna be our Roller Nova Zoro. I
That's
already
it.
told him.
Love it. Hell yeah.
So
And for y'all that don't know, Rower Norizo, that's an anime character. That's the number 2 on the squad, man. That's right hand man Luffy, the Pirate King. That's an anime called One Piece.
yeah.
So anybody that's out there, that you love anime, like anime, man. That one's been around forever, and it is still going. Like, it
Yeah.
is going strong. Thousand plus episodes in or
Bro,
something.
they just made a little series out of with real
The
people.
the live action.
The
I haven't
live
seen it
action,
yet, but
yeah.
I saw that on Netflix. Yeah, Netflix picked that up, so I'm gonna
It's
have to
not
check
bad,
that
man.
one out.
It's not bad. You gotta check it out. I like it.
Nice. I'm gonna have to do that.
But man, I wanted to start with some excitement, and I can't lie, I'm excited, man. We got two more people to join what we are doing. Us
Mm.
growing. And I feel like it's about to amplify now. You know what I
Oh
mean?
yeah. Oh
So
yeah.
I can't wait till we really get rolling with that. But
Yep.
other than that, man, it's been a whirlwind week. Guys. Not
Mm.
even week. It's been a whirlwind month, man. A lot of ups and downs. A lot of ups and downs, and I want to share with people about how life be lifing, right? They say I have been hearing that a lot. Life be lifing, but I feel like when people use that, they always usually they usually put like a negative why you say it
Connotation. Yeah.
connotation with it, and I want to lighten that up because life is life all the time, and that's when it's
Mm.
bad happening, when it's good happening, and everything in between. And I've been having it all in coming in like back to back. So starting with the furthest thing out, man. That was my grandmother passed. I had a grandmother
Mm.
pass. It was my lady's grandmother, man, but she took me in like from day one. You know what I mean? So that's
Yeah.
grandma.
Yep.
But
Yep.
um, I had that passing, so we had to deal with her passing. We had to deal with the funeral,
Mm-hmm.
and then, and I mean, I was honored. I got the honor to like carry the casket or what have you. But we had to deal with that. So that's one of the downs. It's one of life's downs. But though I was down, I ain't let that keep me down. You know what I mean? Continue, still trying to go on with life. Next week, my car broke down. You
Mm.
know what I mean? And which is a funny time for it to happen because I've fixed some things up on like the back end of my business and work's been picking up.
Of
So
course.
so now I got work up here, but I
Right.
have a car
No.
that's gone. It's done. You know what I'm saying?
Sheesh. It's
And
life keeping you humble, bro.
and you know what's crazy, Hector? I don't feel upset about anything I'm going through right now. You know what I mean?
That's good.
When like I don't even know how to put it, bro. I feel like I'm right where I'm supposed to be,
Mm.
right? Like I
Okay.
feel like everything that's happening, like you just said, that's life. That's life trying to humble me. That's life making me recognize like I need to be doing more, right? So let me tell you
Mm.
guys, since my car's been down, since my car's been down, like I'm just out of a car, right? I haven't. My car breaking down, that's part of life. That happens, right? But then there's the self-sabotaging piece I want to add into this. Me,
Mm.
I self-sabotage myself. I've been here before. This is not the first time I had a breakdown, nowhere near it. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying? But I always come back to this place. When my car breaks down, then I have to re-up. I have to figure out how to get some money in order to get the next car. It's not usually hard to get the car, but it's just I after this last happening, I just came to wonder, like, yo, how am I here right now? I've heard about rainy day funds for since I was like in my 20s. You know what I mean?
Mm.
I lived check to check when I was still working a 9 to 5. And somehow I don't get any checks anymore, but somehow I still manage to live the same way. You know what I'm saying? This is like a wake up call for me. Like, yo, Frank, you need to change things. You want your business to thrive. You right now, I'm right now. I'm not. Well, my business haven't slowed down again. It went up, but like I should be right now. Like I should be getting to work easily, but now I've created my own obstacle. I self sabotage
Mm-hmm.
myself, but at the same time, again, life be lifing. And when life is life, and you gotta go on, you gotta live. You gotta live
Yeah.
that life. You know what I'm saying? If my car would have broke down, when my car broke down back when I was working 9 to 5, I still figured out a way to work.
Right.
Right now, I don't have a car, and guess what I'm doing? I'm still figuring out a way to work. And I'm making sure I get there. You know why? Because now I'm working for me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Hell yeah.
I'm still making it to these people's houses, Hector. I must have picked up like 5 or 6 5-star reviews in the past 2-3 weeks, bro.
Nice.
You know what
Hell
I mean?
yeah.
I'm still keeping it moving. Like, you know what I mean? These people don't
Yeah.
even know I don't have a car. You know, I'm getting it. You know what I
Yep.
mean?
That's it.
Yo,
That's what's important.
yo, it's an experience, man. I'm back to like taking a bus. I'm back to like I have
Mm.
some people I can depend on, so they help me out. They get me to and from sometimes. They let me borrow their vehicle sometimes. But yo, I had to catch an Uber from one of my clients' house one day. You know what I'm saying? Today I actually woke up, walked to the train station, caught the train, then I took a walk from the train station to my lady's job. She was letting me use her car for the day. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? So I took a walk from there to my lady's job, then went to my job. You know what I mean? And had to finish in enough time to go pick her up from work.
Yep.
And you know what I mean? And get here to shoot this podcast, man. 8 o'clock at night, man. Let me tell you guys, I'm tired. All this stuff is weary on me. We were supposed to shoot yesterday,
Mm-hmm.
but it's tiring. But at the same time, it's exciting. It's invigorating. It's giving me life. It's making me remember. It's humbling me, like Hector said. It's
Yeah.
humbling. You know what I'm saying?
I like that. It's
I
making
got
you
too comfortable.
remember.
Yeah, I
'Cause,
got too comfortable. I've been comfortable,
yeah,
too comfortable, real comfortable.
that's the thing. Like, wait, we
Oh,
don't appreciate our health until we're sick, and then when we're sick, we're like, oh man, I wish I was healthy again. Kind of, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like
yeah,
that. You take advantage. Well, not necessarily. I'm not even gonna say take advantage, but you just forget how convenient it is to have your own vehicle. You can come and go on your time. You don't have
yeah,
to worry about the XYZ. You could just, from point A to point B, and that's it. But you got to put all this extra work in, and this extra work consumes extra time. That extra time has to be made up somehow. There's only 24 hours in the day, so
yeah,
you losing time in this chunk doesn't mean you're going to be able to put it back over here. No, that's gone. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? So now you got to work in that in order to make other things work. Because especially for you, Frank, as an entrepreneur, with a 9 to 5, you might have some sort of flexibilities. You might have, some options to make up on the weekend or
You
this
know
and
when
that.
your day start and you know when your day end. I don't.
Nope, exactly. You are on the customer's time at this point.
Yeah,
Because you're being an entrepreneur. You're not on Frank's time. You are on the customer's time, and you got to abide by that if you want your business to succeed. So you are held to a standard, not only by your customer, but one that you set yourself, because you don't want to let your customer down. You don't want your business to fail. So you have to show up. So even though you got to get on the bus to get to the train, to get to the car, to go drive to where you're going, you still got to do all that
yeah.
with a smile on your face. So when you show up, you get that 5-star review and you
Yes,
go
sir.
for it.
And I do
You know what I
it
mean?
well, man.
I
I'm
respect
gonna have
that,
to, I'm
bro.
gonna have
That's
to share these
hard.
reviews on my social media for real, man. I still haven't done
Hey,
that yet,
we
Hector.
talked about that a lot, bro.
I know it's a
That needs
freaking
to happen.
strategy. I still haven't started implementing it, man. Implementation is my problem. I had two freaking financial coaches, bro. And
Mhm.
I don't even want to let this situation weigh on them. You know what I mean?
Mm.
It can't. They taught me very well. You know what I mean? One of them, that's Natalie Walters. Shout out Natalie Walters. Shout out Petra Brown. You know what I mean? And
Mm.
Natalie showed me something she called a reset process, right?
Okay.
And in this reset process, it's just about this. It's recognizing that you're in a place, and then starting to figure out what you need to be doing, where you need to be placing your money in your savings, and saving up for that rainy day fund. Both of them taught me that, bro. I
Mm.
can't I can't I can't blame this on them neither. You know what I'm saying? This is all
Right.
me. It's an implementation problem. I have an implementation problem with some things. You know what I mean?
Mm.
But
I get that.
yeah,
It's tough, man. It's tough to get that all working because we focus ourselves so much on this one task that we got to make sure this task is working perfectly, and then we might lose sight of this one, or just say, hey, I got to stay focused on this one. This one could stay on the back burner until this falls off, and then suddenly, oh shit, what do I do now? There's that oh
yeah,
shit, that rainy day money kind of thing. Yeah, those situations happen, man. And I'm gonna touch on that, Frank, because you said self-sabotage. And I have a very different idea of what self-sabotage is. For me personally, I like to think that self-sabotage is more so something's going good, you've got it going good, and then you purposely just test it. You test the strength of the foundation and then you fuck it all up. Something happens. That's what I think sabotage. Like with the word sabotage is something's ruined. You know what I mean? It's messed up. Now you got to repair everything. Self-sabotage, you did that. So I wouldn't say that, you not having enough funds in the account to kind of take care of, something happened. I'm gotta drop this to make sure we're good. I wouldn't call that self-sabotage. Because that's not in you, bro. I don't think I've ever, in the
yeah,
30 damn plus years I've known you, bro, like I don't think you have ever sabotaged anything that was good on purpose. I feel like it was a lot of just, if anything, it was maybe just, an under preparation, you didn't prepare
yeah.
enough. Or
I find it both to be self-sabotaging, right? Because the way you're talking about self-sabotage, you're talking about self-sabotage when it's in like your own awareness. Like I'm sabotaging myself, and I'm aware that I'm about to sabotage myself, and I'm gonna do it anyway. You know what I'm saying?
mm,
That is, I think, do sound like self-sabotage, and that's not me. But so I also think of self-sabotage on the subconscious level.
mm,
You know what I'm saying? Again, subconsciously and consciously, I know like I should have had a rainy day fund. Like I shouldn't be in
right.
this predicament and situation. I've heard about it. I've had made plenty of money. The
Mm,
car that just broke down on me, I brought it for like $3,000, maybe less than $3,000. It lasted me almost 3 years.
mm,
That's a good return if you ask me. I
right,
know people
right.
that, and it must have made me like 60 or 70,000 before it broke down. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I know people that's paying that much for their car. You know what I'm saying? You know, so
Listen.
it's not like the money don't come. Money's been coming in. It's just, am I holding on to it properly? Am I investing it in the right
mm,
things? Am I saving it? So
mm,
subconsciously, maybe I didn't intentionally. I mean, maybe shit. That kind of intentional too. I didn't put any money in the account. You know what I'm saying? Even though I knew. But when I think
mm,
about self sabotage, bro, when you even the things that you don't like, how you say, you raise your awareness on, the things that you aren't mindful of are in
mm.
disarray.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
your bedroom. That should be your car. That could be your relationship. Like the things that you don't really like put focused attention into,
Mm,
organizing and stuff like that. And even if you need to organize, you need to do better. You need to like, from that point, everything is self sabotage, bro.
mm.
If I leave my room in a mess in disarray, right, and I never pick up behind myself, and then I'm trying to rush out the door to go find my keys, but it's somewhere in the fucking mess.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
I feel you.
Who did it to me? Who did
Yeah.
it to me? You know what I'm saying?
Right, right. I get
You
that.
know
I
what I
get
mean?
that. I see your perspective on that. That's cool. Cause yeah, I mean, yeah, just that level of preparation does set you up. That it does get you ahead. And so, that's kind of just being an adult, and that's how we adults combat life when life is
Just
doing
like
what it
that, like,
does.
man.
Yeah.
Clearly I'm doing a terrible job at this adult shit. Okay.
I mean, but you're still here. You're still making it to your jobs.
Always
You
having
ain't got a
somebody
car.
in
You
life.
notice? I don't think that having a vehicle at your disposal is a measure of being a good adult or not. Because I
Yeah,
know adults that get their ass to work every day on the light rail. Get on the train, get on the bus, and they do that. That's it. It's just a convenience to have a vehicle. You know what I'm saying? But that
yeah,
convenience comes from preparation. That convenience comes with planning ahead and being mindful of, okay, I got to take this much to pay for that to get here, to get there, blah, blah, blah. Having a vehicle comes with a lot of expenses. It's not just the vehicle. You got to worry about maintenance. You got to worry about gas. You got to worry about insurance. You know what I'm saying? So you, in the long run, Frank, I mean, like, let's say that you were doing this, I don't know, 6 months, right? And you tell yourself, you know what? I don't need insurance. I don't have to worry about gas. You're saving yourself maybe a few $100s a month or more.
yeah,
You
for
know what I'm
sure.
saying? And then that few $100s, you put that into public transport. You think, okay, you get an Uber, you get on the RTD or whatnot. Yeah, you're saving hundreds a month. And so it comes to some balance, man. And is that not what life is? Some balance, to humble your ass, to
Yeah,
keep you,
yeah,
don't get up here because we're gonna knock you down. That fall's gonna hurt.
yeah.
But if you stay down here, man, you're gonna be walking on the fucking eggshells and glass and rocks your whole life. So like you want to
Yeah,
be like right here somewhere. I feel like that's where you're at, bro. I can just tell because of the month you've had with, dealing with a loss in the family, bro. Which shout out to you, shout out to Lynn. That's hard, man. That's a
yeah,
really tough thing to do, and I'm happy to see that you can still smile, Frank.
yeah,
That's just cool,
yeah.
And then I know that you're able to
Yo,
kind of.
honestly, heck, if you knew the lady, bro, you'd be smiling too, man.
Oh,
She
I
definitely
believe
leaves
it.
more to smile about than be sad about.
I believe it, man. You know what I'm saying? I get that, bro. And I feel like, I know who you are, so I know you're able to kind of ease the burden off Lynn's shoulders a little bit, kind of keep her feeling all right
Yeah,
and keep her
yo,
going.
we've
So
been
that's
busy,
that's
bro.
cool.
We've been busy,
Yeah.
man.
And and busy's
I'll tell
good.
you what me and her got in the works behind the scene, man.
But hell yeah. And busy's good, man. Busy keeps you focused on the things that need the attention here and now. Cause, we focus on the things that aren't, that out of sight, out of mind, like you just said a moment ago, you start to lose quality in other things, so other things just start not working out well because you're focused somewhere else kind of thing. So to keep busy is a good thing. But yeah, bro, I feel like, the car is, it's just one aspect of life, man. And if you're still making it work, bro, it's going to only work better once you got one again. You
Yeah,
know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
My
I'm
Tesla
pretty,
truck, man. It's coming, man. We get
it's
that cyber
coming,
truck,
bro.
man.
I'm proud of you, Frank. I feel like
Yeah,
that's cool, man. You're not letting that shit get in your way, bro. Because a lot of people make a lot of excuses about anything. Uh-oh. There's a chipmunk on top of my car. Can't come to work,
yeah,
People
yeah.
people will say some bullshit just to get out of anything, get out of responsibility. That's not
You know,
happening here.
what's funny, Hector? It's funny how like some of your good qualities carry right over when you go into being an entrepreneur. Like I feel like yo, the
Mm,
workforce, everything I experienced is to this point before becoming an entrepreneur was what I needed to learn, bro. I'm very
mm.
punctual. You know what I'm saying? I learned that
That's
from
a big
like
deal.
driving buses. You had to be punctual. You know what I'm saying? I'm very like I know how to maneuver the roads. I learned that from also driving buses, trucks, mail delivery,
Yep.
everything I've tried. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, yo, life, everything. There's nothing. There's no wrong path in a sense, bro. It's
Mm-hmm.
what's needed is after you've chosen a few paths and you experienced a few things and you decided on all of them, like, hey, I don't want none of this, but I could pull some of the good stuff from it. Use
Yeah.
it to your own advantage. That's all it's about. Using it to your own advantage, bro. Hector, you what? You 35, right?
Yes, sir.
30, you got 35 years experience or something, bro. Besides just life, like you know some
Right.
shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You hit a certain age, you know some shit. You just gotta reflect on it. All of
That's
us
it.
know some shit, bro.
I
You
agree
know
with
what I
that.
mean?
Hell
Yo,
yeah.
I got experience with freaking, uh, the mentally challenged and autistic. I had work like that. I worked at the post office. I did liquor delivery, so I got liquor delivery experience. I mean, using a hand truck, going up and down the stairs with kegs and stuff like that. Hector,
Yep.
I'm a handyman now, bro. You know what I own? I own a hand truck. You know what I do with it? I help move couches and all types of stuff, bro.
Yep.
And
Yep.
I maneuver with it just well. It's just something I picked up along the way. And I'm using it to my own advantage now. I'm not using it for somebody else's purpose. I'm using it for my own purpose. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
All of us got that in us, man.
Oh yeah. So, I kind of going left with that, man. Because this is a conversation I just had with my brother about something. And this is a conversation I've had with other people too. Like we live life, we get experience. And a lot of us kind of make the mistake of, taking those experiences and not feeling like we are experienced enough to speak on it. We don't know enough. Just because I was in that situation doesn't mean I know anything about it. And when I think on that, it's like, okay, I understand, you are experienced without experience because maybe you weren't there fully, mentally, you weren't there physically, or rather you were there physically, but you just weren't there in any other way. You just showed up, kind of thing.
Yeah.
But then at the same time, it's just like what you were just saying, we go to work. And let me tell you, I was working at a warehouse for 2 years, and my back and my body, my brain, everything about me was hurting hard, bro. Moving thousands of pounds of material a day.
I worked at Amazon. I know that
Dude,
feeling too, bro.
that shit is tough. But I took something from that too. I took, hey, I don't want to do this for the rest of my life, but I also learned how to be efficient in a lot of regards, because I've had to work hard and I've had jobs where I've had to work smart. And now I know I want to work smart, not hard. So how am I going to figure this out to make it easy for me and still meet the expectation of, the business itself, the standards, and even maybe go beyond that? How do I do that? I've taken that from every single job I've ever worked, man. Whether I've liked to or not, if I reflect on it, I can say, yeah, shit, you know what? I learned a lot because I can do that way faster than you would think. I could do that way smarter, way more efficiently, use less resources, use less time. Those resources and that time can be put into another job. Now we're making twice the amount of money, So like that's something I took from every single job I've ever done. And that came from an experience that I didn't necessarily want to be experienced in, but it's, it happened nonetheless.
Yeah.
And I was able to take that with me and forward. And so, yeah, bro, I agree with you 100%. Being an entrepreneur, you take all these aspects of all the different, whether it's a call center, whether it's a bus driver, whether it's this or that, you took experience from every single thing. And now you apply the best bits of that you knew worked to what you are now. And it's working well, obviously, because you have a business and it's going, you know what I'm saying?
Going.
With or without the car, you still making it happen, bro.
Yes,
So that experience, man, is just pretty cool, because I feel like a lot of us will sell ourselves short, man. Like, I don't have the experience for that. That's bullshit, man. I didn't have the experience to be a goddamn podcaster. And look what I'm doing now. I'm a podcaster, y'all.
Yeah.
22 episodes in. You know what I mean? We out here doing it. I was never a soccer coach. Huh?
You're absolutely right, bro. It's the same thing with me, man. It's the same thing. I feel the same exact way, man. It's like I felt, before I became a handyman, before I went out there, bro, you don't know how I was racking my brain, bro. I was sitting down writing out like what I'm gonna do and all that.
Yeah.
And then again, it was life again throwing a curveball at me, like, you know what I mean. I remember I went to go use the restroom, and then the manager sent somebody in there looking for me. I'm sitting on the toilet, bro. TMI. I'm sitting on the toilet. Frankie, hey, who the fuck? I'm trying to focus in here. Who the fuck calling me? Right? I didn't even respond to him. Just stay quiet. Then I came out the bathroom and she come walking down the lane, just Frankie. I'm like, what's up? What's up? There's a fire. What's going on? Oh, you took too long in the bathroom. I said, you was not time checking me in the bathroom. Like, what?
No.
Yeah, I quit after that, bro. I was like, nah, I can't do this. I gotta go ahead and this is bullshit, okay?
That's some bullshit, bro. Yeah, you're not, no. I mean, I get it, man. I get the idea of being on the clock and being punctual and shit, but listen, man, no, there's some flexibilities that the human body needs. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna tell me no.
That's
like,
weird, bro.
Dude, that to me, man, it's like, it's one of those things, and like you learn in grade school, and I know why they implement it in grade school, but I'm gonna challenge it. Raising your hand, can I use the bathroom? Well, some kids, they want to just get out of class because they want to get out of class, but to be told no, you don't have permission to use the restroom. You know what I'm saying? I've been told no. Can I use the restroom? No. You can wait till after the lesson. I need to go right now. Like, you know what I mean? Like, wait, what? So That's this is kind of weird to me, man. But like that kind of shit is integrated early in our society. You know, you got to have permission to do this, permission to do that. You know, and especially if you're on the 9 to 5, man, you're on someone else's time. You know, you're on their time. So,
Yeah,
you know, it comes the liberty of thinking they can tell you, yeah, you're going to do what I tell you on my time. I'll tell you when you can take a break. I'll tell you when you can clock out for lunch. And it's just like, well, shit, if I'm hungry at 10 o'clock in the morning, I'm going to eat at 10 o'clock in the morning. You're not going to tell me anything. Like,
yeah,
I'm going to just make it up later in the day. But that flexibility is not always provided, you know. So, like, me, myself, right now, I could say I'm fortunate and I can speak on that because I have a boss that understands, you know, hey, life happens. Go do what you need to do. Just when you're here, kick some ass. No problem. I'll do that all day. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah,
not everybody has that luxury. So, but yeah,
yeah.
it's just crazy, man, how all that shit is integrated, man. And through that, again, that experience, you learn it, you bring it on to the next.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, heck, you know what? Speaking about you, getting started in podcasting and not believing you could, that's kind of hard for me to believe, man. This man went to college. He also did like public speaking.
mhm.
You know what I mean? He said he's comfortable speaking in front of people. Like podcasting was calling him for a long time. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
That's how I
shit.
feel. And anybody out there who has a similar experiences as Hector and they're afraid to get started, I'm gonna just tell y'all go ahead and get started.
Do it.
Okay.
Just do it.
Since
Yep.
we put our Nikes on, you know what I'm saying, and just did it.
Uh
Although I wear Clarks. Um,
huh. I wear
since,
Tims.
yeah, since we put our Nikes on and just did it, bro. Only thing happened is we've gotten a little more comfortable on the mic. We've gotten a little more comfortable on the camera. We've gotten a little more comfortable talking to people. We're making offers.
Absolute.
We just have two more
Frank.
people.
Yeah, you just brought that full circle, bro. For real. Because again, starting this podcast, I've had that ability to talk, you know, and I can hold a
Yeah,
conversation and I can drive it, I can listen, I can ask questions, I can be involved. But being on this podcast has also given me a lot of comfort to think, okay, I can be a soccer coach and I can talk to 10, 20 different parents, mom and dad of the parents or of the children I'm playing with, and no, I'm good for it. I know I'm going to be able to say what I need to say, and there's not going to be a problem. They're going to hear me. They're going to receive me. I'm going to do the same for them. I'm going to be able to take this to work. I'm going to take this with my friendships, at my personal friendships or ones at work. I'm going to be able to apply that with my family members and those of from my other family, like with Kate's family. I'm going to have these conversations with people and be good. And this podcast has certainly given me a lot of that comfort, knowing, hey, I got a voice, man. And what I'm saying is not trying to ruin anybody. I'm not trying to hurt anybody. I'm coming up with good intent all the time. If I'm speaking on something, there's good intention behind it, I promise. And so with that, I know, shit, I got something to say. So hey, check this out. And I can have that conversation. And this podcast certainly birthed that confidence because I always knew that I could have the conversation, but
Hector,
was
man,
I
you got
willing to?
when you pick me up as your accountability partner, bro, you got an eyewitness, okay? I be paying attention, right? Yo, let me tell you about Hector before the podcast. Before the podcast, just like Hector wasn't conversating and carrying on conversation like he's talking about, like how he's grown to. Prior to the podcast, it reflected on his social media. He didn't post that much.
Mm.
Go check Hector's social media now. Go check Hector. Go Hectorn at Instagram. Okay, what is it? At Hectorn on
Yep.
Instagram. Go check him out. 20. If you look beyond 22 weeks ago, you ain't gonna see much. You
Mm.
look after 22 weeks ago, you're gonna
I'm
see
on
plenty.
there.
Right? My boy been busy. You know what I'm saying?
I'm on there. Yes,
And, and,
sir. I
and
appreciate that.
yeah, yo, the descriptions. He's telling descriptions. He's sharing himself more. He talks. Yo, this is where he's putting his heart right here. It's for all of you guys, right?
Yeah,
Okay?
right up on the sleeve, man. That's it.
This is what I'm trying to build. This is where my heart need to be all the time. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Yeah,
And
that's cool, bro. Thank you. Because my brother, while he was here this past week, he said the same thing to me, man. He said to me, Chino, it was really nice to see you like just be you, be comfortable being up on social media. It's nice to be able to call you and you pick up and we could talk about anything and shoot text. Like he was telling me it's nice to see that again. It's nice for that to be alive and well and that he appreciates it. So that made me appreciate, the growth that I've been able to have and then share it with the world, man. Give it back to the people I love most. You know what I'm saying? And then those that I want to love. You know, hey, I want to love everybody. Shit, y'all deserve it. We all deserve that love, that feel good, man. I told y'all it feels good to feel good. I feel like I'm there, man. I know what that feels like now. And I want that for me forever. And then anyone that ever crosses my path, I want that for them too. You know what I'm saying? Because, man, I've had darkness and hate and fatigue and just, you know, I've had all that shit in my heart that weighed me down and made me not feel good, man. I don't ever want to go back to that. And I don't care what happens, man. Whatever kind of shit comes across, whether it's the car, whether, you know, my computer just sudden blows up and I gotta go get a new computer in order to shoot next week's episode kind of thing, you know, hey, we're going to be back next week kind of thing, you know, because I want to be on top of it. I want to be able to continue to deliver. And I just want everybody out there to know for sure that that's possible for y'all too, man. You hear the weeks we've had, you know what I'm saying? You see the things that Frankie's going through and shit. And there's some people out there dealing with worse and still making moves. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not impossible, man. It's not impossibility. That's a mindset, man. That's a mindset.
Not impossible, man. Listen, I know I'm not the only one, man. If my car would have broke down and I was still working a 9 to 5, I would have figured out my way to my 9 to 5. You know what I mean? So my car broke down and I'm an entrepreneur and I got business picking up. I'm figuring out a way to my business. I'm not making up excuses.
You got to take care of business.
Yeah,
literally.
I got to take care of business. You know what? One of these days, man, this is going to be my broke story, man. I can't wait to tell it as a broke story, like back in the day, though. Not while I'm
back in the day, okay.
It don't feel that good right now. I feel good, but it don't feel that good right now. It's going to feel even better when I can talk about it like back in the day, okay? You know what I mean?
I get that. I get that for sure, bro, for real.
Yeah, man. So, heck, man. I see we got another piece behind us back there, man.
All right, so normally I like to tie these things in, right? I tell you all the time, I like to have some sort of, you know, some sort of attribution, you know, tied with this to what's going on, what we're talking about. And, you know, this one was kind of more just a little freestyle, more just whatever, you know, I'm gonna throw something up there. But it does have a sense of, you know, posture and confidence. And, you know, this burning fire, this passion, this desire to get shit done, to do shit. So, you know, I just had AI Midjourney work on something, and this piece is just of no purpose, just other than just trying to show, you know, y'all can do it, man. Nothing's impossible. Just have some fun with it. And that's what I did. Is just had some fun with it. So I've got this image of just a character, more black and white. This was me testing the limits to what AI can create. So I had it create this very charcoal-like drawing.
It looked like I'm sorry.
No, you good.
That looked like an Assassin's Creed character from hell or something. Man.
Yeah, it sure do, bro. And I didn't notice that until afterwards, really. But yeah, it's just a character that just a charcoal drawing of a character. He's got a little bit of color there in the flames and, you know, that rising. But again, this was me just testing the AI to see, okay, you know what? I want a smoke vignette kind of in the background. I want this motion feeling like there's something happening. I want this very monochromatic coloring, but I want it to look like a charcoal render. And then I want to splash a flame in there. You know what I mean? So like I tried to do a whole bunch of just random shit and I got it to work out. It looks pretty cool, I think. And so, yeah, this is just, you know, just me playing with the AI, man. This is just all it is. It's just playing. But like, again, just knowing the confidence that, you know, if I talk to this AI just right, I'm going to get something out of it. You know what I'm saying? And what I get out of it, that's the best part about it. I have some degree of control what comes out of there. But for the most part, the AI gives me what it gives me. And I can tweak that. I can change it, or I can accept it. And a lot of the pieces that you guys have seen up here are the pieces I've accepted. I thought, man, that is beautiful. AI is an incredible tool when it comes to the artistry, because, you know, things like this is what I want my story. When I finish that story, man, I want all my short stories to have a variety of different art styles. I want some of them to be animated like you're watching Dexter's Lab. I want some of them to be live action. I want some of them to look like they're rendered out of some sort of comic book, you know, some sort of high grade illustration. I want a variety of different pieces of art styles to follow my different stories, you know, with intent that, It doesn't matter how it reads, how it looks, or what it is, where it is, whatever. That the fact that, an idea became a finished product. Okay. Idea, finished product, y'all. Okay. I'm big on that. I like it goes there. And so that's just kind of what that is, man. Just me pushing that, and that's for me mostly because I do want to get that book done. Um, my schedule has been crazy. So a lot of my downtime has been, for me to decompress and get ready for the week that's coming kind of thing. So I haven't really been working too hard, but it's always up here. And I know that what's up here, I can put it down on paper. I can put it down in the 3D printer. I can have it tangible in my hands. It's just when I get around to it. And I'm gonna get around to it, I promise.
Yeah. You know what, Hector, man? Something you just said just kind of hit me, bro. You were saying that like you could put into Midjourney and it spits out and have some control of it over it to a degree, but it spits out what it spits out, right?
Yep.
And it makes me I don't know about any other AI tools out there, but it makes me realize like the other day I was actually looking at somebody drawing art.
Mm,
You know what I mean? Like, she had her paintbrush and was just doing these amazing things on the canvas.
mm,
And I kind of remember when like Midjourney first came out, and you heard all this noise from like artists like making noise about like, oh, that's not right, it's not fair, whatever.
yep.
But yo, talent is talent, man. AI can't
Yes.
recreate what you got going on in here. Not like you can't. You know
Hell
what
no.
I'm saying?
Hell
Not
no.
like you can, man.
Nope.
I sat there and watched the girl. I watched the whole video. I was so into it. You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
yeah.
I was
Okay.
into it, man. And
I like that.
yeah, man, y'all artists, man, y'all still safe, man. Y'all do y'all
Oh,
thing. Don't get discouraged, okay? If art is what
absolutely.
you do, man, y'all need to carve out some space in your home, like Hector did with his music guitar
Hmm.
and the posters he put around it, and get to work, man.
That's
Start
it.
your start your artist line, man. Don't be discouraged for nothing, man. Not for an
No,
AI
no.
bot or anything else.
Hell no.
Yeah,
Definitely not for
if it
no
makes if
AI.
it makes
Because
you happy, do it.
yep, I agree with that, Frank. Yo, the talent is talent, man. Talent is a rare thing, man. But talent can also be worked on. You know what I'm saying? If you have a passion for it, you could develop that skill. You could build on it.
I
You
was
can
watching
be
something about
anything.
I remember watching something about this art. I think he was autistic, an autistic kid who they put him in a helicopter, gave him like
Hmm.
this overhead view of a city, and the
I
dude
seen that.
he sketched out the
Sketch the
whole
whole
city for
city.
me. I'm like,
Yep.
yeah,
That's I seen that, bro. That shit was dope. I think that kind of shit is next level, man. That's
word, bro.
that's that
Who did that?
photographic memory, That that's it. He
Yeah.
had a skill, he put it to use, boom, like that.
Yo, imagine doing something so many times. You've done it so many times, and that's all.
Hmm.
That's all, anybody that's good at anything. Yo, ask Javante Tate Davis how many times he practiced throwing the punch in the air. You know what I mean? Hitting nothing. How many times
Shit,
he
a
punched
couple
like a
million.
punching bag? You know what I'm saying? A
Yeah.
speed bag. Like it's just repetition. You get real good the more you do it. Ask Floyd Mayweather. He 50. Well, he almost 50. He's still beating people up. You know what I'm saying? Still beating them up.
It's
And
crazy, man. Yeah, that's a good example for
anything
real.
anybody want to get good at it, just take repetition, man. My boy Hector, man, we've been working on description since we got started. Hector's real dope on the description now. You know what I mean?
Appreciate that.
We letting it flow, man.
Listen, man, you gonna keep hyping me up, bro. Don't think I
Hey,
forgot about that spoken word, man. We you bring us in every episode with a little bit of spoken word, man. So yeah, we need more of that real soon, bro.
I need to work on that project, bro. I've been too busy, man.
I feel you on that. I'll give you some leeway, but yeah, man, I never forgot about it. We need more.
Yeah, it's coming, man. I can't help it at this point, man.
I feel you. I feel you.
Rhyming for no reason.
Nah, not even, man. Nah, we always got reason, bro.
Oh yeah,
Always.
true, true.
Just the
But
message, what you trying to say, but there's reason. Shit. But yeah, we getting close to it. So I mean, it's cool, man. October, I love October, spooky season. It's probably one of my favorite months. The fall, the weather change, that brisk cold morning, man. I love
yeah.
that stuff. The crunchy leaves, you know what I mean?
Everything but winter for me, bro. I'll take fall
Yeah.
all day, man. I like dressing for
Yep.
fall, man. It's one of my
Yeah,
favorite
long sleeves, you know what I mean? Being nice and cozy, man.
Yeah,
Yes, I absolutely love it. Get some accessories, maybe throw a beanie on. Don't need it, but the beanie's there. Hell yeah. But October's been crazy, man, and it's still not done yet, so
nah.
I'm still looking forward to what's coming left.
Yeah, I ain't rushing it.
Nah, not at all. Not at all.
Usually I'll be on somebody's trail of terror right about now, man. One of them haunted trails or something, but
Hey,
Nah,
right?
I'm skipping that this year.
Oh man, yeah, we trying to figure out what we're doing. We're gonna see. But we got one more week in October, so we'll give y'all one more episode in October. I'm looking forward to it.
For real, man.
But shit, I'll close this out of here though, man. So as always, bro, it's always love always being up on here, man. And for all those who came through and let us borrow some time, we'll see y'all next week on Peace of Your Mind. Much love.
All right, one more time.